Hello.
Oh my God, you look amazing. Look at that red dress. Yes. Oh my God, yeah.
Little sultry dance for you.
Ooh, you blowing on me?
Well, I actually made this dress. So,
You did. When did
see,
you
remember,
make
I
this
made this
dress?
dress. I used to go every Friday to my sewing class. And this is one of the things that I made.
That's impressive.
I know. So, happy Valentine's Day. And guess what? My coworker,
Uh-huh.
legitimately, he brought all the girls candy. I was like, oh, you are so sweet, Mr. Willie.
That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Yes, let me sit down. Let me get myself together.
You ever send me that dress before when you made it, or were you just like I don't remember you ever sending that to me?
With this,
Mm-hmm.
my God, I probably wore this around you, probably.
Yeah, probably.
What kind of man are you?
Excuse you?
Yeah, you're supposed to know these things. Like, excuse you? Yes, I'm talking to you. Michael, that's the number. Everything, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Eating a banana.
So you choose the time that we are recording to go ahead and eat a banana? Is that what you do?
Valentine's Day. You gotta have some banana in your mouth. Eat a
Well, let
banana
me.
today.
I won't be having nobody banana in my mouth. My mouth has been banana free for like 8 months. Oh God! And the last banana I had, because we're gonna keep it PG-13, so we're just gonna have chocolate in the background just rolling around like what's he do?
We don't like it.
A little bit weird. Because all I see
It's
was my hair.
always weird to you. Where is your backgrounds at?
I don't need a background because I am the back and the ground. Like
Or the back in the ground.
I'm a whole mood, a whole mood. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum. Michael, we have to come with a better solution because we never introduce the video ourselves. It's just always
We're
straight
real.
in. What?
You're supposed to do. We're real. We're just starting out. We're talking to like friends. You had to drink to that.
I have my red solo cup. Well,
See,
welcome
you're
back.
prepared.
What? Because I have a red solo cup.
All the red colors, you get the white in the background.
Give you that vibe, that contour, that air.
I have my this is a
What is that?
Friday 13th shirt. Jason
Yeah.
Scott gave me this shirt.
How is the vampire?
He's doing great. His girlfriend also looks like she might be getting a job at Google as well. So
That's what's up.
they're
They
both
don't. They
doing
don't know
well.
about
Yeah.
either. The man wear nothing but black, and he's mad skinny and lanky, and very gothic looking.
I don't know. There's some meat on his bones. He's a meat eater. He's a meat eater.
It don't
I'll
matter if
definitely
you're
tell
meat
you if you.
and lanky.
I'm pretty sure if you made him any food, he'd probably eat it.
Well, he gonna eat the
The
food.
oxtail. What else?
Oh, he
He'll eat
carry
oxtail.
go,
He'll probably eat that.
carry go,
Yeah,
escabees,
he'll eat
fish.
that. He'll probably eat that.
He gonna eat
I think he likes
everything.
spicy food too.
Lord, now me the vampire.
So
Okay, so
Valentine's Day.
yes, the day of love.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually never knew I was gonna actually like fall in love with anybody though. I remember I was being uh like in college, I would say I was or even high school. I think I was this like anti-love person.
Really?
Like oh yeah, yeah. I
Well,
was
what
like
made you fall
awkward, of
in love?
course, but I think it's just I didn't understand it. I didn't understand like what was the point of like falling in love with somebody. I didn't understand. I always used to get like weirded out by seeing like couples in high school or of course middle school. And I remember one girl, God bless her, uh, she she asked me out, and I think we were in I don't know if we were like a science class. She was a nice girl. She was nice, and we lasted 3 days. And I remember like, going out of my way to go buy her a necklace and everything. And she asked me out. Like she was like, "Oh, like do you want to be my boy? Like you be like my girlfriend?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. I'll be your boyfriend." And and then she like why she broke up with me? 'Cause she's like, "Oh, like you didn't call me and you didn't like ask to hang out." And I'm like, "Well, you want to be together. Why don't you ask me to hang out?" That was in my mindset. Like I was the type who was like, "Why are you not bringing me out on a date?"
No, because you're the boyfriend, son.
Well, right, right, but that would I was like, this is where it doesn't work. I was just like, okay, all right, so I was very confused for a very long time.
Clearly,
I
clearly you
guess
could
it,
see
I
it.
guess it was like
You got it together, right?
I used to say I was asexual though. So in college, I
Really?
didn't really, yeah, I didn't have a preference towards anyone, and I really didn't care to. I mean,
But
I think there were moments where I saw some girls and I'd be like, okay, I think this girl's very pretty, or I had some interest in them. But
okay,
no,
I don't put your business out there. Am I allowed to put your business out there? Because then
I don't
not
mind.
secondary questions. That is the act.
No, I think it's like maturely you can talk about those things, and it's fine.
Right, but you like let me know if I'm
Hmm.
allowed to say my next thoughts.
Should we have like a no word or something?
I guess
What's that
so.
called?
A safe word
Like
or like
let's
a
say
do
we'll
not
have
quote. If
we'll have
I
a
say
safe word.
pickle, if I say pickle, pickle's like don't shit like shut the fuck up.
Okay, so I should stop. So if you say pickle, then I need to like not continue with the
Right,
conversation and change the topic. So yours is gonna be
right,
pickle. What
right.
should
What's
what
your?
should mine be?
I don't know. Pickle
Uh,
was the first thing that came to my mind. So
I'm I'm gonna just say eggplant, and then
ooh,
I'll say
eggplant.
eggplant. And then you have to stop. Yeah, I'll
Okay,
say eggplant. And you got to stop.
so my question was being the fact that you were asexual, right, and you didn't have a preference,
Yeah,
but I know for a fact that you've been with one gender,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Uh huh.
Intimately.
Uh huh.
Do you think that you would ever try the other gender, being that you was asexual, or just you never had a time where like it was about to
Uh.
like it's going down?
A lot of women. What kind of gay men really talk about this or others? I've had my straight friends. Look, so
Mhm,
you know what? No, I'm gonna say this. My straight friends, or even cousins or whoever who's had this conversation with me, have
mhm.
never asked me that question, which is interesting. But women, for some reason, have this thing about asking that towards gay men.
Right,
I don't take offense to it,
because I want
but
to
it's
know.
it's like a curiosity.
Right. How do you know that you are what you are if you never experienced the other meats?
I think it's because like just like someone would say to a straight person, like, how do you know you're not a lesbian if you haven't tried bacon? You know,
Yeah,
uh,
but
I think people would say that, but I think everyone's complicated. There's not really. I think that it comes all in the head, and honestly, sometimes it's not about what's also down below. It's also like what goes on up in here and in here. So there are times when people,
mentality
yeah.
does play a part. I'm not saying that. I just want to know, would
Hmm.
you ever try a woman?
I would date someone if they were um trans from female to male. Yeah, but I
Really?
wouldn't. I don't think I would. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I
You
would. Of course. Like
so
that
you
wouldn't.
would date somebody trans, but you wouldn't date a born female.
If I was attracted to them, like who they were as a person, but not. It's not about what's down below, or I'm not fetishizing them, and I'm not
Mhm.
going to look at them that way. It's just who they are. But maybe I'll change. Like there's people who change over time. I'm like I know who I am now, but like maybe 30 years from now or whatever, and there are men who say they're straight and they're in nursing homes, and I don't know if you ever seen. I think there's a documentary online. If I can find it, I'll send it to
Mhm.
you, about men who were bi, or they want to be in a relationship with a man, or women too, who decide to go, you know what, I don't I've been with a woman my whole life. I want to be, with the man, and I know my body, my own body is, and I just want to spend time with them,
Mhm.
be with them, and you know, maybe they feel more of a betrayal to their marriage they were with for years, and in the nursing. But there's actually a lot of people in nursing homes that will come out as being bisexual or gay or wanting to be different, you know. So, or they just didn't get to do that during their time.
Right. I can't take this conversation seriously or this fucking candy just drop in the background. It's too much. It's too much.
Well,
We have
I'll
another
and
Valentine's Day.
I'll see if I
We have
can
a
find.
secondary background.
I'll see if I can find something different.
'Cause we having a whole conversation when I see this chocolate heart in the background. I said, well, what the
Well, I'll find something in the meantime while we're talking.
okay.
But yeah, so yeah, I think that's my best answer is like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I think as time goes on, people are becoming more open and more laid back about
Mm-hmm.
coming out and or about dating people, and they talk about gendered fluidity, and
Mm-hmm.
even I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. Um, but yeah, I mean, I've thought about it a few times where like there are people I've encountered and I had no idea that they had transitioned, or they're male now. They used to be female, or they identify as male.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so, but I think it all also sometimes does have to do with the parents, or what they like. So, you might see someone who looks just like me, or what you would consider more like they would have a beard, or more very, or possibly masculine looking, or maybe even
Mm-hmm.
a deeper voice, and
Mm-hmm.
they might have been born a female and they transitioned over to being a male. So it happens, and there are plenty of people out there like that. That's my best answer I can give
Right,
you.
but when that does happen, they need to tell people that they dating like, hey, okay, on my birth certificate says
Hmm.
female, but right now I'm about to give you this big long black black. Like you just can't
Yeah.
be out there with a nelly now. It don't work.
Well, that's actually a very controversial topic to take up too, because how, especially a man who's straight, and they go to
Uh-huh.
date a female, and they
Mhm.
don't know that this individual transitioned over from being a male to a female. and
Uh-huh.
and I just, if I say anything out there in this video that's offensive, it's because if I'm not educated enough to understand it. You know,
I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry. Because you
no,
know
it's
what?
okay.
Everybody,
It's okay. It's
because
something that
no matter
is.
what you, I have learned, no matter what you say in life, somebody out there will be offensive. Like even if you think that you're having fun and you're doing something that's so playful, somebody out there could feel away.
Yeah, but and the
But
same person who's saying he find it offensive will say something offensive about your culture and and who you are. It's like they're gonna. It does go those different ways, and you know,
that's
I
why
don't
I
know.
laugh. Okay. Go ahead with your thought. So, what is today's video on? Super Mario Kart. Yes. Now we could not. Now
Yeah,
we could
yeah, the
make
hearts, little pixel
it.
hearts. Those are pretty.
The
Yeah,
crazy
no more
part about the only person
distractions.
here that is in love is Michael.
Mm-hmm.
He's taken.
Yeah.
I'm single, but I'm kind of halfway taken because my Gubby takes care of me, and
Yeah.
my Gubby hubby
You're
takes care
welcome.
of me. Well, I'm like the third of their relationship, but it's what it is. So now y'all know the
And I've been
dynamic.
in a relationship for 10 years. 10 years.
A long ass time, right?
10 years
Like
going
I'm ready
strong.
to be the best woman.
Oh,
I'm
you
ready
would
to
be.
be,
Yeah.
a
I
female.
think it's you definitely have a spot at the table. I kind of joked with I think I said something to was it to my parents? I don't know, or to my sister about having weddings, and I said like how like my sister had a pretty expensive
She's
wedding,
good.
and
She's
my
good.
brother had
I
a
thought
pretty expensive
too.
wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sorry for repeating this. I'm not sure if I said this on on this video before, but
Mhm.
I kind of will like, well, to my mom and dad, I'm like, well, if you're gonna have the wedding at West Point, like I need to have one at two, and the same location, even though I'm not like a West Point grad or anything.
Beautiful.
But
Beautiful.
that place was nice though.
You
That
can
place
get
was
a
nice,
nice scenery at a park. I feel like your wedding should have like nature outside,
Yeah,
gazebo,
we were thinking
nice
having like
little
the like
art.
botanical garden.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's what I envision, like eleganza.
Something nice, yeah. It'd be like a nice outside type of location. I would like, you know what? I do like the botanical garden in I believe it's in Maryland or Pennsylvania. It's on the border there. My parents have brought me
Why
there
you gotta go so
before.
far? You live in New York.
Excuse me. Oh hey, and what? And like you want to come all the way up to New York for a wedding and you live down in Florida?
First of all, I would do anything for you. So if I have to come to New York,
Okay, so why are you complaining?
I'm not going to Pennsylvania. I want to go to New York. I can go to Brooklyn. I can hit
Okay,
Queens.
the only reason why, okay, this is the reason why. If well, I would like to have if I could find a place that has I like shrubbery hedges, like the ones like from Edward Scissorhands that have like those like sculpture kind of looks to them with like
Uh-huh.
shapes. Like something that
Yeah.
whimsical, like a whimsical.
Listen, you could build your own. You could build your own. Do yourself. Do your own shrubbery
Okay,
and get yourself together and put it around by
I'm
the
gonna go to
aisle.
like Michael's and put fake bushes
Yes,
up. Sure.
yes.
Okay.
A
You gonna
lot
help
of
me with
people
that?
out there do their own stuff for their weddings and stuff. We better get it together.
You're gonna trim my bushes?
You want me to trim your bush?
Sure.
Bend over.
I don't know if I would trust you with those. Why am I bending over for you to trim? What the hell? First of all,
I got to get it from the back. I got to get it from the back.
I don't think I'm that bad, but sure.
I just know I got to get it from the back. I think that you're hairy. I feel like you're hairy down there. Maybe is your butt
Oh,
hairy?
okay. Not like that. No, I don't think I've been blessed with that part. No,
Riley. Hello. Riley in the middle of the
bro.
damn.
Well, do you blame him? It's like you're giving attention to me, not to Riley. He's jealous.
Oh, please. Shut the hell up. He's
He
not
has any
jealous.
right to be.
No, hush his
You
mouth.
sure about
Hush.
that?
Huh?
So back on weddings. So yeah, I think it would be something like that. Where would you like to have yours at?
Michael, I thought about this my whole life. Lord knows that I'm in my 30s and still have yet to be wed. But I always thought like I
Mm,
was like when I was like 16 or like 18, I thought I was getting married in a castle
mm,
to go with the princess themes. But now I just want maybe something simple. I feel like you don't have to have a grand wedding, but I would definitely want
mm,
my wedding to be more so of the reception. And like I want everything to in the
mm-hmm.
reception hall to be magnificent and big because I know a lot of people and I just don't know if I want to be getting you know how you go to the hall and it'd be like $200 per plate per person. That's a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot of tea for people.
yeah. It is,
For
yeah,
people to pay
yeah.
that. So that's what I'm saying. If you could cut down on the cost of your wedding, right? Because I
Hmm.
want you like yes. So yes, I want a good wedding, but I also want to be able that after my wedding, I could move into a house or move into
Hmm.
wherever we have to move to. Or if we're not, we need gold. Okay, the fuck,
Right, right.
I mean, I
Well,
want
I
something
mean,
small.
have you seen this show on Disney Plus with the Disney weddings?
No, I have not,
You
but
should
I
check it
know
out.
one of our coworkers got married at Disney. He got married at Disney, and he showed me.
Really?
Yeah, he got married at Disney. He spent money. hmm
That's
but
what
it's
I
not.
would actually. I think I would do that. I would do that. I think I would have like a
But I don't
fun
want to get married at
Disney
Disney. I
wedding.
feel like
If I
it's for
had the
like
money,
commercial.
wait, I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
I wouldn't want to get married at Disney.
Why?
No, no.
You'd be surprised what they can pull, especially be like, well, my
I don't need
wife
Mickey
or
Mouse to come
boyfriend,
out and
husband.
sing on the dance floor
No,
with me
no,
and
no,
my
no, no,
man.
no. That's not what happens.
I don't want
That's
no
not what happens.
princess.
You actually, no, you don't have to do that either. You don't have to do that. You can actually have just a nice, pleasant wedding. Yeah, you plan it with them. They'll set up the cake for you and everything, and you don't just have to have characters. You can have like I'll tell you, they've had like musicians come out there, celebrities, make appearances, and they'll do what they can to make something nice like that for you to happen. Like
I
someone
don't need
even
it.
instead of having it at Cinderella's castle, someone had it at like the Disney Studios or at Epcot, or like a location that was like special to them. It is kind of it is dorkiness to it, of course.
No. You get mad at Disney so I could be right there to see what the food is pop up. I ain't get mad at Disney.
I think I would have the Disney villains show up though. I think that would be the dope to have like Ursula and like Cruella, like to have Cruella
No.
Deville
See,
there would be
this,
amazing. Come
this is where
on.
we differ. And that's why, it's your wedding, so you gotta have the wedding.
Why, first of all, you don't think it would be amazing to have Cruella Deville
No,
walking
what the fuck?
around,
Like
like
it's
the
loud.
actress in total character?
No,
What? Okay. Then who?
that's
What
not
if you had to choose a villain?
I'm not
You don't want any
choosing no
villains.
feeling because you know that I don't like feeling.
Even Gaston. You don't want Gaston there. No,
No,
not your type.
not my
I'm
type.
so sorry.
It's Michael. Okay, let me ask a question. If you had to describe my type, what is my type of guy? Because if you thinking that he my type of guy, we have issues. Okay, you know what? This is a two-part question. So what do you think my type of guy is, and what type of guy you would want to see me with? That's two different things. I know for sure.
Oh, okay. Uh,
Take
I
some
think the
time to
type
think
of
about it. Huh?
I'm thinking about the men you've like kind of dated, but then I'm kind of thinking the type of guy you actually like. I know that you're not picky about uh where they're from. I think that you're very conscious about how they talk to you and the attention they're giving you. Or I think there's an interest. Like I think if you will like be like, okay, this guy's kind of boring, or you're kind of maybe like I remember I think you do have a thing about height though. Because I do notice like if you'll tell me like, oh well, this guy is like really short and you might be disappointed about the height. So I'm assuming you want a guy who's at least average height or taller for sure. You would date a short guy, but I think you would be like he better make up for it in other places. Um,
Yes. Okay. Keep going.
yes.
You're actually
Okay.
doing pretty well. You're actually doing pretty
Okay.
well. I'm very surprised.
You don't like men who act like smart asses, possibly. Like I think it's probably a guy who you have this thing now because you feel like in the dating realm you really would like a guy who doesn't have kids. Probably you would date a man who has kids, but I think you don't want that.
Oh, it's
Like
either
you'll
or
date
with me.
them,
It's either
but you
or.
would prefer if they didn't. I think you secretly would prefer, and that's
I don't know.
okay. So you prefer a guy who wants children,
I
or
prefer
do
a
you
guy
prefer a guy
who
who doesn't have kids?
it doesn't matter if this guy has children or not because you got to think about it. Anybody
Mm,
that's my age is coming either with one or two kids. Some of them got three and four.
right.
Hello.
And they better be good friends with your mom because that's another thing. Because if they don't get along with your mother, I don't think it would work out.
Wow, you
Because I'll
are
tell
just
you, that's going to cause so, especially your mom. I think that it, like, because your mom and I mean, she likes me, but we know what the
you
problem is.
think she
Um,
likes you?
but I think she like your mom likes me. You know why I know that? It's because I hear her sometimes say like, "Oh, you better treat Michael nice," or like, "You better be like getting him a good Christmas present," or
You know what? She actually could. She
he's
actually
too, or
one year.
he's too nice to you. She's like, "You're too nice to you."
Shut up. She actually said one year was like, so Michael gets 6 and 7 presents. What happened to me? I was like, excuse me.
Well, she's right. She's absolutely right.
She get taken care of. Okay, don't let her fool you.
Yeah,
So okay,
yeah, I
so
know.
you so did you are you finished going through the my qualities that I want in them?
I think so far. I don't know. Are you put off by men the way they might dress?
A little bit. I need somebody who is gonna be
Yeah. I
like
don't think you like loose hanging clothes.
right.
Like you want
I
some
want
guy
you
at
to
least
look scruffy
dresses.
looking. I need you to look, like detail that you put thought into your outfit. I don't want no hood booger. You can
Hmm.
be hood, but you could
Right, right.
you could dress right. I don't want nothing that
Like
like
you're
you.
going out to dinner, you don't want to be dressing and like your pants are falling down, your shirt's too loose, and it's like you bought that T-shirt at Walmart and you're going out to a nice fancy restaurant.
Oh my god, Michael, you are a good
It's like
listener.
because you're paying attention to people around you. I think that you would have that about them. Like you want to be seen, but also you don't want them to embarrass you while you're out in public. I think you also
I
don't
do.
like people who are
I do.
disrespectful to you. Huh?
Huh?
What'd you
What you
say?
said that last part? That
I
last
think if
part what you
you're
said?
you don't like I think right when a person's disrespectful to you in a manner of being like they don't appreciate your opinion about something or they don't communicate in a way like you're not a pushover. So it's like there are men out there who want to try to box you into the mother role and I don't think you want that. You don't mind it, but if they box you in there and then when you step up at the mother role and then they like, oh, don't do this or don't talk to my kid like this or like what are you doing, I think you would probably be like, well, why are you setting me up this way? Like you want someone who's probably a
And
lot
that's
more
when
clear
you
to you
chuck the
what they want.
fucking deuces and you chuck the deuces and you be like, bye. So okay, so
Exactly.
you kind of went through my list. I don't know because
I'm avoiding the physical attributes because I can't say what you physically like. I think you still are open to different types of men out there. But I don't do you even like men with long hair?
Muhammad, yeah, hmm
Muhammad
yeah.
did? Muhammad had long hair? Oh,
Muhammad had long hair.
okay.
Michael,
You
have you not
grabbing
seen
his hair? You grabbed his
his?
hair? Okay, okay. Long hair, long okay. I get
Michael,
it.
I've seen Muhammad.
He had thick hair too, right? He had thick and long hair.
He had a man
Yeah.
bun.
Yeah, he
He
had
had a
more
man
than a man
bun,
bun.
and then he cut it off. Like
Yeah.
when we started like going downhill,
Oh my.
he cut his man
Mm.
bun off.
That's when it went sour, right?
No, it
Mm.
went south for other reasons, but it's okay.
I don't like man buns.
Oh, I like
I don't
man
know
bun.
why,
I was
but
totally
I
the
think
man.
but I've grown out of it though. I've grown out of that.
I was totally
I
the guy
doesn't.
who had a
I
man
used to
bun.
be like,
I don't
ugh.
know why. Okay,
And
so
for everyone at home, we're not talking about like men ass. We're talking about hair.
so come again.
We're
So
talking
what
about hair.
guy? So because so you just said what I want.
Yeah.
What is the type of guy that you
Hmm.
would probably pick for me? And let me tell you something. Don't pick no. All right. Let me hear this. And then hold on. Let me.
I would pick.
Oh God. Oh God.
I think I would pick a man with a very heavy accent. Maybe from, yeah, he would have a heavy accent, but very European accent. I think he would possibly, I wouldn't say Italian, I would say maybe, I think you might get sworn in by a guy who's German. A German or maybe maybe British. I think you would like a British guy. I think if a British guy came up to you and he was at least over 5'9", and it wouldn't matter what his build is, but he did dress nice. And if he was like a computer programmer or someone who was making decent money, possibly, or he
Daddy.
had, I think if he had an interest in, you know, you and maybe your culture, maybe there's some sort of relation to, like maybe he was from the islands or maybe he's like related to that and he ran into you that way. I don't know. Or it could just be a guy who you're just like, oh man, this guy is actually really nice and he likes music, and I get to show him music too, and I get to show him food and things that I enjoy, and he shows you stuff because the food in the
Okay.
UK is kind of bland, so and I don't know, I think that you would be swung by a guy who's possibly, if I could choose a guy for you, it'd be a guy who's going to treat you with respect, who doesn't have children, okay, of course, and the only battle you're going to have is going to the UK and maybe staying there. Then maybe you
Oh,
wouldn't want to be American. And I think you would have to decide on staying behind with your family and your mom or moving out to the
that's a
UK.
hard decision. That's a hard
But you would fall.
decision.
I think that's what you would get caught up. But your mom likes him. That's the other thing.
Let me tell you something. He gonna have to come very good if a bitch go to the UK. I'm just gonna let that out right now. If I ever in my life go to a whole other country, that dick good.
Really? You would never? You don't think you'll leave this
I don't know.
country?
I don't think that I will go to another country. Um, I feel like if I'm going to leave America, it has to be for something that's solidified. I
Mm,
feel like nowadays people say they love, but they don't really love. And I don't want to pick up my
mm-hmm,
whole life and go somewhere and then to want like in a year or two, it's like kaput. I don't want that. So
mm-hmm,
it'll be a hard decision. Like no,
mm-hmm.
the fuck. Ooh, mm-mm.
I mean,
So
you're
you
you're you like if I could create a dream person for you, it's like this amazing romantic moment where he's like when he talks, he just sways you. You're just like, says anything to you, like sweep you off your feet.
my height
And
next
he's
to
a
the
deep
pattern.
voice. That's another
And
thing.
my
I think I think you would fall for a guy with a deep voice, like a really like a guy with a deep voice who like has like piercing eyes.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. And he gotta be taller. Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, when you lay that punch on him, it doesn't do shit. He just has this big old chest. Let's say he's built in a way, but he's like he could be stocky, but he's like you punch that chest and just shoot, like you just go boom.
Michael, could you
It
tell
just bounces off, and you're
that
like,
I'm abusive? That's not nice. I have never punched you
no, I don't
before.
think you're. I think that you're not abusive. I think that you just know how to share love in a very physical, beautiful way.
Poor that man. Poor that man. When he come, let me tell you something. When that man comes, we gotta pray for him.
Some people like that. Some people enjoy that though.
You never know. He might get off on that. I might have to have a
I
pass.
think you would make you. I think you would be okay with that. I think you'd be okay with a guy. You know what? You don't want a guy who likes to fight that much too. Who's not submissive, and it's also probably gonna be like, if you're in an argument with them, you're gonna be like, okay, like they're not. You're gonna call them out, and they're gonna listen to you. you know, but they're
You know what? I also want that. I don't want no more. Like, so if I say
right,
something and
right.
you not feeling it, tell me you ain't feeling it, so I can be like, and what you go do? And then you right. Then I go about my damn business. He go about his damn business and come back and it's love.
Like you
Okay,
don't
I
want a
just
person who's just gonna go okay, or like shoulder shrug. You want them to like
right
at
or just
least say something
ignore the
back.
fact that we over here. Right. Say
Yeah,
something back. If you don't like it, if I do something that you don't like, tell me. But if you do something I don't like, I'm gonna tell you. We're gonna talk about it. We're
right.
gonna go and we're gonna do better
Wait,
all your
wait.
time.
Have we talked? Can we talk about like one of our adventures?
Hmm?
Remember we were like really really drunk, and we went into the this gay bar, and we were spending all that money. And you remember like when they had the trans night, and I didn't know it was going to be that, but we came in there. They're like, it's a cover, and then I remember you and I like reacting at the same time. Like we just spent $60 to $80 plus in drinks, and you're going to try to charge us for a cover when we were sitting in here already.
Wait, wait,
Oh,
wait.
but it's trans. I was like, oh
Was that was that the time when we went to go watch with the RuPaul Drag Race with Chris?
no, no. This is a different. This is something else. When we were
Was
just
this was when
hanging
Prince
out,
died?
and
When Prince died? When we
I
went to
think
the
so.
gay bar when Prince died and they was doing the drag. The guy was commenting on the the RuPaul, remember? And then I went to the bathroom and the guy
Maybe
was in here peeing, and I was like, oh my god, I'm in the store and this man is peeing.
no, no. That was no. That wasn't it. This was in Manhattan, and we were walking around. I think it was the night of my birthday. We went to there's like the last bar we went to, and it was
I
a
don't
very
remember.
very dark loungy bar. Yeah, yeah. And I remember like the guy went around looking for the cover, and
Yes!
and it
Oh
was
my
like
god,
it put
yes!
us.
I remember. Okay, okay.
We
Oh,
both
I
snapped the
remember.
same time
That
at this
was like
guy.
the five. That was like the fourth or fifth bar we went to though. The night was real.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
blacked out because I was
That
like,
was a good day though. We had a nice long day. That was fun.
we went to the
But
spa.
yeah, because I
We did
remember
a
that
lot
one
of things. Went to the spa, got Starbucks, went to the bar. It's a lot.
pleasure chest. Yeah,
We,
and then I remember the bar we went to. We had like the birthday shot thing, or he had like the colors.
yeah. Like I don't really remember much about that day, but I remember when you talked about the bar and the bartender. The bartender was black, right?
I don't
He was
for where the one we went to,
the
the one
last
where
one
the
that we
store I
went
was
to.
telling.
And he was,
He was, yeah, he was nice. It was like, but when they went around asking for the cover, they're like, "Oh, we're having whatever night," and I'm like, okay, but we're in here spending money on drinks already, and you're gonna charge us even more." And we were
did
giving good
we
tips
left?
too. So, oh, we left, yeah,
Did
because
we
I was kind of, it was like aggressive towards us. I was like, I think they didn't even have a sign up for it. Like we just walked in, it was like that night, and I was like, okay, sorry.
we had some
Did I
random.
ever
We
bring you
really
to
had
the
some
townhouse?
random. I don't
See, I'll have to
remember.
bring. If you ever come back to New York, if the bars are back open by then, Townhouse still exists. Townhouse is a very fancy. Henry brought me there. Very fancy, rich, upscale gay bar. So you go in there, and it's like normally like rich guys coming. Yeah, there's women in there too who go in there looking
But
for.
let
Yeah,
me tell you something. I don't mind. I don't mind an old rich gay daddy who want a young tenderoni on his arm. Okay,
That happens too, by the way, a lot. A lot of
Hello.
it's
I
still
know that
happening today.
happened. Snatch
Oh,
me up.
speaking of which, can we talk about this too? Speaking of like
Like,
Valentine's Day and dating.
my God,
Okay,
how long
so
have we
when
been
it comes
going
to
on?
dating,
How long has this video been going on?
huh?
Forever.
I don't know. I haven't paying attention. So let's cut it up. So
Ah,
well, I guess we'll talk about dating apps because this is a weird phenomenon that's happening
what?
on gay apps, like on Grinder. I don't use Grinder. Never really cared for it.
Mhm.
Not my thing. But some women are showing up on there, and they're not someone who's trans is like a woman, and straight men are showing up on using Grinder because now the app is more open instead of just being about gay men or bisexual men. It's open to pretty much to everybody. So you're seeing like these straight guys on there writing like on their profiles, they'll be like, I only like women. Don't send me pictures. And then you have like, of
So,
course, some women on there be like, oh, like just chatting with gay men, which is so weird. It's like, yeah. And it's funny because it's like a lot of gay men are
I
screen
really think it's
capturing
weird
some of
because,
these straight guys.
gay men and straight women make the best friends. Look at us. We're a good combo.
Well, Grinder's raunchy. Grinder's very raunchy. So it's like you
Well,
have something that's very, very
I
adult.
never been on the grinder.
I know you haven't. But like Tinder, I guess if you
So
like if
what
you're
do they put
messaging someone,
what do they put on grinder? Their penis.
so I think that's the difference. It's like so if you're on like Tinder and you're not going to see their pictures unless they send them to you, directly
That's
message
not
to you,
true.
right?
That's not true because there's a lot of profiles that I have seen where they give you the illusion of their penis or they have the penis out there like that, like, yo, come see me. Da, 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 text me.
Really?
And I'd be like, you nasty.
It's like why can't it be a surprise? Why does it have to just
When
be
sex
out
is
there?
no longer a surprise with people. I was like, I want a man that's gonna work for my cookies, work for this oatmeal raisin
I wonder like
chocolate.
the negative, if there's actually gonna be negative side effects psychologically for this younger generation when it comes to dating and human interaction.
Right.
Um, if there is going to be negative, maybe it'll be positive, but do you
Where?
think it's going to
Where?
affect
Where? This is a
standards?
swipe
Because
left,
especially
swipe right.
now,
This is
it's
a
a
swipe
speed
left,
thing where
swipe
they're
right.
like demanding it. We were going to say that too about like judging people by their photo first before
No,
like talking to them.
I know.
Like, have you ever felt like okay, a guy that you really you admittedly have you seen a guy you're like okay, this guy is not good looking to you and is messaging you, and do you feel like you're put into a situation or pressure because they're messaging you through an app like that? And do you feel bad if you don't write back to them? Or are you just polite?
I'm very polite.
You know.
I'm very polite, and I answer everybody. Like, hey, how you doing? Might get a little
Mm,
talk, but then it fizzles down.
right.
A
Right.
lot of guys are like on the apps, and they be like, hey, how you doing? They're like, oh, what you doing today? You live by yourself? You should let me eat your pussy. What? What? How we get here?
Hey, maybe that'd be a good app idea, like a new dating app that works like a candle, and you have like only it's kind of like the speed dating things, but you only have a few minutes to talk to them. That could work, right? Like a speed
Yeah, the
dating
thing is
Zoom
with stuff
type of
like
thing.
that, you don't really get to meet the person to person because went to the speed day and exchanged number with this guy and the same night
Oh, right.
to come slide through. And I'm like, slide through to do what? Sir, like, hello, hi.
Was that the one you went to in Harlem? Was that
No,
the
it
Harlem
wasn't
one?
Harlem. It was
What happened to the Harlem one?
the Harlem one was nice. I mean, me and my friend went. We was just hanging out. But that one was in Brooklyn. I don't know if it was like not Williamsburg area. Could have been Williamsburg.
I knew you right when you went to that one.
That one I
I
went
remember
by
you telling me
myself,
about it.
and I was very nervous and just uncomfortable. And they had like these two white guys that was there by the bowl, drinking, sure of themselves.
Did you talk to them?
A little bit, not much. I needed my wingman. My wingman wasn't there.
So you don't like a pole, a punch bowl type of guy. He needs to be near the chicken wings.
What? What punch bowl type of guy?
You said they were by the drinks, and then you said you want someone who's a wingman, and I was like, oh, he likes chicken wings.
No, he don't know damn chicken wings. Michael, shut up.
I'm just making a joke. We could tell that story about the chicken wing place, but
What chicken wing?
we went to that really good chicken wing joint, and that's where the construction workers were. But we've told that story before.
We have told that story how I find myself in the middle of all these damn guys.
Oh, you did, and I was sitting there. The wings were getting cold. You know how awkward it was because that other guy was like sitting at the table with me still, and I turn around, and you're like over there with the other. You're surrounded by all these like really good looking construction workers. Some of them were pretty good looking guys.
And the thing about it is the guy that sat down was like, "Oh, y'all should have a baby together. That baby gonna look like Drake."
Oh, that was funny. That was funny.
And I'm like, "We should have a baby
I think
together."
that
Me
I
and
think that baby would come out Drake like Drake, wouldn't it? The baby would come out looking like
him.
Drake.
A lot of people that are my friends and family really believe that we should have a baby together. They feel that I should just go ahead and date you. And I was like, but he have somebody he taking. Like, this is my friend. He my friend.
See, that's the hard part. Like, if you're
And like,
having like
no,
a child with like especially a close friend or someone who's like in a gay relationship, like how does that work?
I already told you. I already told you I want all the rights. You have to sign over your rights.
Right, and then like your gay dad has come to visit you.
No, your gunkle is coming to visit you.
I don't so
Gunkle. The
don't
baby
call
will
me.
never
Do
know.
not call me a gunkle. No, because that's your daddy.
You
It's still that is so awkward. Don't ever call them your uncle. Like that's just weird.
let me tell you
No.
something. My child is gonna call you Gunka Michael,
Why
Gunka
would it be Uncle
Henry.
Michael if I had a child with you in that case, which that does happen. That happens. You'll choose their friends. Why would you call me the uncle? Like Henry would be uncle, but then that's awkward too because it's not the uncle.
He's the stepdaddy.
That's I
This is
guess
why the
so.
baby must never go to the daddy.
Why? No, it's because yes, it would just be like this is your father. Yeah,
Michael,
this is
just give
this
me the
is like
sperm.
the next
Just
generation
give me the
of
sperm. Put the sperm in the cup and leave it on the night
why would
dresser. That's
you
what you
think that?
gotta do.
Why would
Put the sperm in the cup, leave it on the nightstand. You gotta get so difficult. You like it's not
no?
that difficult.
Because it's
Do you want me?
preparation. You have to like that's a
Oh, you
serious
want me? You
thing.
want me to help
But you know
you? You
what?
want me to help you? I can
No,
prep you
see now
up.
you're now you're going eggplant position here. You're going way too far. You need help. That's not how it works.
I could help you. Teammate. We are teammates. Okay?
That's true. We'll see what happens. I'm
But
hoping that you like I hope you do find a man who is going to provide you beautiful lovemaking to create a child.
ooh, yes, and rough. Beautiful but rough.
Rough. Like rough.
No,
So
like
you want
rough like
rough lovemaking?
Bridgerton. Did you watch Bridgerton on Netflix?
No, I haven't watched it because I've been watching WandaVision and I have RuPaul's Drag Race to watch.
Yo, son, you doing yourself a disservice. I need the Duke of Hastings.
And where is he from?
Whatever. I'm not going there with you.
Where's Duke of Hastings from?
Mike, I'm not going there
Where's
with you.
Duke of Hastings from?
I'm not going there
I'm
with you.
telling you, you're gonna get a sexy British like farm boy, farm man. He's gonna have property. And you're gonna be like, man, this guy has a farm. You're gonna move out there.
And then
And he has donkeys on that farm. You're like, well, you got donkeys, man. That reminds me. There's no wonder why you got donkeys on this farm. And you're like, you'll be up at night. All you hear is like, yeah.
Michael, shut up. Oh my God, me and my cousin was watching 9 Day Fiance. She was like, "Girl, you might need to put a profile on the websites for international men." She's like, "Fuck these Americans. You might need to go international." And I was like, "Girl, you a
You
damn
do.
fool."
No, I think they're right. I think that you need no. I think you need a guy who's going to be, and it's like, because there's trashy people in other countries, of course, especially they have their trash out there as well,
Yes.
so that's also a big old red flags, but you'll find somebody soon, I hope.
Just pray to God, okay? Amen.
I just did.
Was that a long prayer?
I was like, God, please give Karima a nice sexy man from the UK.
Because devil like you. I know. Lord Jesus. Michael, get off my phone. Ooh, I like that one. That's the Snapchat filter. Yeah. 150, yes, how much you want to pay? I say, well, so you're doing 2 states, but when I do 2 states, it'll be 250. I like that one. When he asked me, so how much you go charge to him? He asked me what I want to pay. I try not to be bad. Tomorrow. So cute. Yo. Okay, Michael, I have to go. My mother ready.
Okay.
We just go ahead and thank you, everybody, for tuning in for another Valentine. My mom was here.
Subscribe,
like, share. You could get to know me better. You get to know my Gubby better, my mom better, my dog. I have a lot. My mom said cut hers out. She said cut her whole stuff. But you was giving some good talks. Okay. Michael, cut it out. Because whenever I say you cut something, you don't fucking cut it out.
Eggplant.
Okay. My mom
First of all, I cut it out last time.
Try me again. Pickles.
I just did.
Pickles.
You can explain this to your mom while you're saying pickles out loud?
Yes, I will explain it to her. That's my safe word with you.
By the way, when you have a chance afterwards, I want you to look up videos of cats and cucumbers.
Cats and cucumbers?
Yes.
I'm scared.